Hello and welcome to a book review. A very special book review because it's Rachel's latest book from Moon Books, Prosperity Magic, Spell Working for Abundance, Money and Prosperity. Absolutely jam-packed. As I think I said on one of her Friday morning things, a veritable treasure trove of information, which is exactly what it is. So, 210 pages, so it's quite a decent size book, and in it Rachel has shared her numerous years. I think she says now it's about 30, but I think it's probably a bit longer than that. I think she's been saying 30 for a while now. Years of experience, and not just experience as in reading, learning. Rachel does it. Rachel actually does the work. So it's not just somebody who has looked up, who has researched, who has maybe done a bit of experimentation. This is a book from somebody that actually walks the walk. You know, she does the talk, but she walks the walk. Beautifully laid out, as Moon books are. There's the contents page for you. Nice and simple. So you've got your introduction where Rachel says who she is and why this has come about. There's also her bio at the back. For anybody that doesn't know Rachel Patterson, needs more information, there is a bio at the back of the book. She then goes on to set the scene, which is quite it's only a couple, I think it's literally about a page and a half. And it's saying that spell working can be extremely simple. And usually the more simple it is, the easier it is. I will definitely go with that. I keep my workings very simple because I have to. If I try and get too complicated or too fancy, I lose my way and then anything can happen. But yeah, so taking responsibility for the magic that you put out basically is what that's all about. There is then a very useful few pages. So that doesn't actually say these are chapters, by the way. It's just a list of contents. So you've got introduction, setting the scene, general magic suggestions. Then you've got the main body of the book, which is the spell book. I did count. There are 100 spells within this. There's then the next section, which is talking about types of spells. There's then correspondences, and then disposing of spells, and then there's the bit about Rachel and who she is. So this bit, the general magic suggestions, is really useful. It's just lovely that it's in here because it covers everything for anyone. So if you're new to spell working or you're new to crafting in general, this is invaluable. However, even to somebody who's been around a while, it has some useful prompts. Fashion manifesting, for example, body oils. There is right at the very start. There is setting up a prosperity altar. So advice on how to do that. Bringing money into your home. There's also, which is something that I wouldn't think of because anybody that knows me knows that me and technology doesn't really go very well. But it's about using screens. So my laptop, for example, which I'm talking to you through. But yeah, screens, the PC, the mobile phone. There is a specific bit about using your phone, and then there's household magic. As simple as putting a silver coin onto the front doormat. But there is a whole list of things. Bringing money into your home, as I said, a wishing board, doing a mandala, money-making symbols, solar symbols, cord magic, prosperity, weather magic. Snow and Ice Money Magic, which was quite interesting to read. Solar, which sort of made sense. So the ice, the Snow and Ice one was quite interesting. Hadn't thought of that. Sand spells, Magic Garden, Money Magic Garden, numbers. Literally, it goes on and on. Pumpkin seeds. I'm trying not to read all of them. Cookies, beverages. There's got to be a bit of food in here somewhere with kitchen witches. Tea, jam jars, bowls, oils, animals, folklore, prosperity folklore. Again, that was interesting to read through. And then you come to the spell book. And as I said, the spell book is the main body of the... I'm just getting it so that I actually have... Where is it? Where does it end? It ends here. Yeah. So this bit is the main body, and that is all the spells are contained within here. And they literally cover every possible type of abundance, because as Rachel herself says, prosperity isn't just about money. It's also about our friends, our health, our work, having our hobbies, having time to do our hobbies, having time for fun and enjoyment and being with people. So it's abundance in all shapes and sizes. And there will be a spell within this book, because it covers from clearing your debt right the way through to, I think the final one, which I quite liked, was is about doing a circular spell, so that it's literally just keeps it all flowing beautifully, smoothly, very nice. But there is everything in between. Let's just open one. Sigil money, pine cone, and money magic mug, and perfect prosperity pouch, snow and ice money spell. So to go with the earlier bit, crystal money spell, spiderweb abundance spell, all sorts, absolutely all sorts, and they range from the very simple, very quick, need it now, need it quick, need to do it now, can't wait type of spell, to the more elaborate, the more ceremonial. So there will be something in here to suit, I would hazard to say, virtually every type of person, practitioner, would find something in here that they would like to do. Because as I say, it covers literally from very, very simple right up to the more elaborate. But also, I would say that it would cover virtually every contingency where you would need to encourage that flow of abundance towards you. After the main body of spells comes the witch tips, which is just, again, it's about Rachel sharing what she does. So it is things about being specific, taking some pine needles off your Yule tree to use, using chili powder, tracing your favourite prosperity symbol onto your debit or credit card. There's literally 9 pages worth, literally, of sentences where she's literally given her little tips on how she does things, which is really generous, I think. There is then a section on types of spells, so she then does give you a listing of what type. But again, it's just a page and a half, because literally it is just saying there are all different types of spells. There's candle magic, pouches, powders, jars, ladders, knots, petition papers, bottles. So there's just a little brief bit about each of those. And then there is a correspondence section, again, which, as she starts off, there are certain crystals, herbs and foods and plants that correspond to drawing money, prosperity and abundance. This is not set in stone. Use your intuition and be guided by what resonates with you. but these lists may give you a starting point. Add these to your spell working to add a little extra layer of prosperity magic. And this is something that Rachel says with everything. These are her lists of correspondences. These are the things that work for her. Some of them will be quite generic, because if something works for everyone, then it's there and it's known about. But these are her. So she always starts with this. Use your intuition and be guided by what resonates with you. But yeah, herbs, plants, symbols, numbers, extras. Actually, coins, chocolate. We do love chocolate. Nuts, currency notes. There's also then at the end about disposing, about when you need to dispose of your spell, which is always useful. And then there is a page about Rachel. How wonderful to have a book. So it is a spell book, but it's a spell book with one particular focus on drawing abundance and prosperity into our lives. So how wonderful to have a book on just that subject, but so packed full of extremely useful information. Drop a message down in the comments if you get the book, if you're thinking about getting the book. Just say hi. It's always nice to be able to say hi back to somebody. So yeah, and I'll see you next time.